Hello guys, this is DBC Tabs here with a new Naruto Ninja Cards Beginner's Guide. In my opinion, what is important. Now guys, as you can see, this is something fundamental for all players. You saw there, the daily logins are super important guys. You want to make sure you're always logging in. Now for these scrolls, I would prefer the Scroll of Trials that you should probably be summoning on. The Trials one is much better, but still some legendaries from the waterfall scroll are also worth it. Now you can always skip the timer and go directly to the scroll if you use ramen, but most of the time you get 2 scrolls a day, so there's not really a need to use that much ramen. Now this is something fundamental everyone needs to be doing, not only their daily missions but also their weekly missions. This is something that you get ramen for, you get resources. You need to be doing both your daily and weekly missions every single day and week. Now, for decks, guys, there are some standout cards. I think my last video on this game, I talked about these cards, which are the best ones. Now, the legendaries from the Waterfall Scroll are still usable depending on the situation, but I don't see them being used as much. And since there is a new scroll coming out soon, we should all be watching out for what characters are going to be used for the new scroll and everything. Now, when it comes to cards from the Scroll of Trials, there are many options you can choose from, but the main ones are this Hiruze, Tobirama, and Hashirama for the purple cards. They are the most used. Now, for legendaries, this Sakura is the most fundamental. You see her basically in every deck since she is such an incredible card. Now, if you don't have it, it's okay, but it's still an amazing card. So if you do have it, run this Sakura. She's very useful. Now, the other legendaries from the Scroll of Trials, this Naruto Uzumaki I see being used a lot. And some of the other legendaries you can see in different strategies, such as this QB, but not every time. Now, guys, you can always create multiple decks, so you can try out decks not only in PvP but also in PvE and in training mode to train up, so you always know what you're doing with your deck and how every card functions. There is also this, which you do get ramen for, this specialist, and you can always enter training mode to test out newer and newer strategies. There's always a way to test out your cards before you log in for PvP, but if you do want, you can always do PvP since it's not ranked yet, at least in my opinion. So always try out for different ways and builds that are better for your Naruto Ninja Cards deck. So always be aware that you can try on new strategies and that any beginner's guide I make is only about testing and doing things which your strategy may be good for or may not be good for depending on your cards and everything. Now, there are some purchases, I don't recommend them to anyone. I personally haven't spended anything on this game because you can always get the resources for free. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like and I will see you guys in the next video.